2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Rickie Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Rickie Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Rickie ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Rickie. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course, and with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Good shot there, Beamer. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
Little birdie look in here.
Wow, steady on there. Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. And here we are with their fourth. Didn't that look good for a long time? 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'd be interesting to see how they react.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. It was on a good line. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
On a nice line.
And there it is. Currently at +1 for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 7.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
4 feet to the cup. Ooh, nice line. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and seems so in this case.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Atta boy, good shot. A chance to get one under the card with this putt.
Needs this putt to tie Rickie Fowler.
This is on a great line.
Yeah, that putt looked pushed. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Time to tee off at the 6th. Well played, mate. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Time to face a par 4 now.
Nice birdie at the last. Let's see what they can produce here. That's really not what they were looking for.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut. Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
If it's up, it could be in. Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He's currently tied for 6th. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Going with the 5-wood. Well, that's beautifully judged.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Opting for the 6-iron. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Like the look of this one. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. He's in a share of 3rd place.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Going and going and going.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
That's nicely done. Getting ready to play their third. Just a stroke behind the leader. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Oh, so close. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And this putt to move into a tie for second. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. Seven feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
Looks good.
Ouch, that hurts. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead on the tee of a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. This one's headed right, Rich. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
You know, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
This putt for par here. Looks like they may have pushed that one. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Well, you can club down. Everything's all in front of you as it runs into this downhill green.
Opting for the 9-iron. Didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Yes, hold it. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
He's in a share of 5th position.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Going with the 8-iron here. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. Right into the water on that one. Playing their 4th shot. Just 3 strokes back.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
This is their 5th shot. 3 strokes off the lead. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
That dog will hunt.
Playing from around 230 yards.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Going with a 3-wood here.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Not a bad play, that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That's frustrating. That'll sting a bit. Big putt for par coming up. There it is. Currently at -3 for the round. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. That's some good golf right there. From about 200 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
Needs this to kick a bit left.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
And this putt to move into a tie for third.
And only one hole to go in this event, Luke.
Good stroke. Bit too heavy-handed there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Going with the 7. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And this putt for a final score of 68.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's disappointing. An opportunity to make their par.
Yep, tracking well.
And that'll bring his tournament to a close. Well, Rich, after coming so close to going back-to-back, you just wonder the way they finished. Maybe the occasion just got a little bit too much for them.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.